Hey guys, it is Monday. I got quite a few errands to run. I have to go to the post office because on Friday I was supposed to go to the post office while I was on the vlog, and I completely forgot. Don't know if I'll even be putting that in the vlog, but I did. I completely forgot. So after I go to the post office, I have to also run to my potential new dentist. I say potential because I'm going there now to see if they have any new clients or have any new, see if they have any room for anyone new, and to see if they take the card that they originally told me they take for payment plans. Because I had gotten a credit card specifically for the dentist, for payment plans to see if I could pay it off in time when I need to go. Unfortunately, my back wisdom tooth over here has broke somehow. Like, it's split, and part of the tooth came off. I don't know if I ate it. I don't know when it happened. I woke up and it was gone. Now the corner is actually slicing into my mouth, and it's causing a lot of pain for me. Because that wisdom tooth is like up, turning this way, and I need both of my wisdom teeth taken out anyway. I have one wisdom tooth down here, but it's actually replaced a molar that had to be taken out at one point. So I don't need that one out, and this one's been dormant. So these two are the ones that need to be taken out. This one is slicing, and this one has a hole in it because they're so far back, and I have such a small mouth that when I try to brush my teeth back there, it doesn't work. And I use a kid's toothbrush, so it's even smaller in hopes I can reach it, but I just can't reach it. And so they're not good teeth. And so I need to get this one taken out because every single morning my mouth is throbbing because it's been sliced in the middle of the night. So I need to call them, I'm going to them because then I can talk to them in person and ask more questions. I kind of get nervous over the phone when I talk on the phone. But when I talk in person, it's like I can figure everything out. So I'm going there, I'm going to ask them about it and try to get an appointment, hopefully for Friday or sometime. I don't know when, because I don't know when Zach's next day off is. And preferably I like to do it on his day off. They probably won't be able to do anything. I'll have to get it extracted by a specialist because usually you have to do that with wisdom teeth to begin with. You have to have a specialist take it out. And I don't know if their specialist takes the care credit. And usually to take out wisdom teeth, it does cost quite a bit of money. When we last had wisdom teeth taken out was for Zach. He had to have an emergency pull. His wisdom tooth had gotten an infection. Something actually had gotten into the back of the tooth and up into the skin, the root area. It was like some kind of food. I don't know how it happened. But it caused him so much pain that he couldn't open his mouth. So I had to take him to 5 different dentists. Only one took him in. They said, okay, yeah, this is an emergency. If we didn't do it that day, he would have had to be taken to the ER. So what ended up happening was they gave him antibiotics. We took it until we could get to the specialist because they couldn't do it there. Especially, it was like 2 or 3 days later, but the medication was helping him feel like he can eat and talk. It only costed like $125 or $150 for that tooth to be taken out. And to me, that's extremely affordable compared to what they used to be, or what I've heard horror stories about, like $500 to $500 per tooth. And I'm like, damn, that's expensive. But they only did it for $125 to $150. And I was like, at the time, we actually did not have that. I had to really manage a way to get money to do that. Like, we hardly had anything. Because he wasn't working good jobs. He was working jobs that wasn't paying him very much at all. I'm hoping that this is also the case where it's really cheap, like $125 to $150. I would even pay $200 if I need to in order to get this one tooth taken out, and then I'll focus more on Zach's teeth because his are really messed up. Like, he gets teeth pain all the time, and I want to get him in. And that's what was our original plan when we got in this credit card, was to get him seen. But he's actually terrified of the dentist. He's never been to the dentist prior to that one emergency dental problem. His parents never could afford it. They never really took him to the doctors for normal doctor stuff. They never did any of that stuff. So he's actually petrified of going to the doctors and dentists because all he's ever heard is horror stories. And I'm not like that. I've been to the dentist many, many times because I have had tons of root canals since I was like 6. And I have like 2 now, right here. And I've also had braces. And now my teeth that we had to, the braces that we put on are actually getting affected because of the wisdom teeth they decided not to take out before putting on the braces. Don't know why they decided that. They even told my parents she needs these wisdom teeth taken out, otherwise the braces will be useless because it's going to be all messed up if you don't take the wisdom teeth out. Well, my parents decided not to do it, and they even asked me like a week before my 18th birthday, hey, do you want your wisdom teeth taken out? I said, yeah, I would like to be done, and they never planned it, and then after I turned 18, it was all up to me. So yes, we both have a lot of teeth problem. It's not that we don't take care of our teeth. We do brush our teeth. We do water pick our teeth. We do swish around the stuff we need. Swish around our mouth like mouthwash. And when we have like teeth problems, we do peroxide with water to get out any possible infections. And when our teeth hurt, we only do that when our teeth hurt. And it actually works. Works just as well as salt water. But anyway, both our families have really bad dental issues. Like my mom and dad have bad teeth. My Zach's mother and father have really bad teeth. So it runs in our family. So I want to try to fix that because I don't want my teeth taken out of them. Zach's like, I don't mind if our teeth or my teeth are all taken out and replaced. I'm like, you know how much that it costs? Just take care of your teeth. Go to the dentist. But yes, we were originally planning to go to the dentist like last year because I got the card and I did all that stuff to get the card. And he tells me, let's wait till we can afford it with a regular credit card. I'm like, why? We can afford it right now. We just have to pay it off in time. He's like, I just feel safer that way. And I know the reason why he did it is because he's afraid of the dentist. And he even admitted that. Like, I just don't want to go to the dentist. So my plan is to get him into the dentist whether he likes it or not. But first take care of this one because this one's ripping into my mouth. So yes, so after that was a long discussion. I'm sorry. Go to the dentist, ask them if they're still doing it, if they're still taking people in. If not, Zach said he found someone else who says they do payment plans, which is great because we can't afford just going there and paying like $350 out front just for the first visit. We can't afford that. There's no way. And after that, I have to run to a store called Cheapskates because my mom has a whole bunch of clothes she doesn't want anymore. She wants to see if I can get her any money for it, and they take in clothes. Now, whenever I go there, they never ever take any of the clothes that I bring in because it's not in fashion or it's not in season. And mind you, I go looking in there, and it's the same fucking clothes that I have. Post office is where I'm heading right now. Dental, and then to Cheapskates. And then picking up Zach. And then sometime this week, we have to go see Avengers. That's all that I have planned for this week is hopefully getting this tooth figured out. I'll keep you guys up to date. Sorry that was a rant on a rant. Yeah, so see ya. Hey guys, it is Thursday. If you cannot tell, I have a big swollen spot right here. So, I can't remember if I added it to the vlog last week, but for about 2 weeks, I had my mouth right here being cut up from a tooth. And then one of the days, the tooth actually cracked and became a sharper edge and continued cutting it up my mouth. So I went to the dentist finally. I have a payment plan with them. I just was afraid to do it anyways because I'm afraid that the card that comes with it wouldn't work because that's one of my fears. So I finally went in, talked to them. I was actually able to get to under one of their plans because I don't have insurance, and I was actually able to pay for that appointment for like $79. But they said I couldn't go in that day, but I could go in the next day and get checked up for that wisdom tooth that was doing it. I knew obviously that I would get my wisdom teeth pulled out, but I thought I'd only get my 2 top ones pulled out because my bottom one was dormant. It was underneath the skin. And I went in, got my wisdom teeth checked, like through the x-ray. Both of them had severe decaying because I have such a small mouth that I have to use a kid's toothbrush, and even using a kid's toothbrush is hard for me to reach back there and clean out where the actual cave was. It was like on the far back, where you like even if you tried, sometimes the skin makes it difficult to reach to. So yes, they both had decayed severely, and they said we have to take both of them out. And they looked at their X-ray and they noticed the bottom one. The reason why it hadn't come out was actually because it was pushing down into the front teeth's root and was trying to crush into that root. And so they actually had to take that one out too. I had 3 wisdom teeth taken out yesterday. So I went in on Monday to ask for an appointment. Hopefully, I was hoping to have it on a Friday, after we got paid. They got me in on Tuesday, and then they got me into surgery on Wednesday, which was a blessing, honestly, because their specialist only comes into their office to take out wisdom teeth one day an entire month. And I just happened to get the appointment before that day. I was like, okay. And they said that it's good because this tooth would have caused an infection into the skin if it continued cutting into it. So I had some teeth taken out yesterday, and I couldn't talk because I had gauze in my mouth and everything. So I was going to explain to you guys everything that happened, because I left it in the community yesterday saying that I was going to be a little late on the vlog that day because I had wisdom teeth taken out. Luckily, I got the vlog up yesterday. I thought that I was going to be knocked out for the entire day because of my medications. So after the surgery, I was told that I had an infection somewhere. And I don't know where. They didn't tell me where, but I had an infection somewhere in my mouth. They even said kind of during the surgery, like, there's an infection, but I think it was somewhere on this side. I don't know which tooth it was. And I don't know how they could tell. Maybe it was like the smell or some pus was. I have no idea what happened to make them say that. So I am on 4 new medications on top of my medications for my mental disorder. So it's just like, that's a lot to remember. I have, added on to my Seroquel and Lamotrigine, I have hydrocodone, amoxicillin. I have a steroid that starts with an M, but I don't remember the name of it. And I have 800 milli something of ibuprofen. And they told me that I was supposed to be swollen. Obviously, you just came from people pulling teeth out of your mouth, and you got like holes in your face. This one's just really swollen because this was the one that they actually had to take out. I'm not gonna say it because some people get grossed out by it. So I got stitches up and in here, and this one hurts the most. These 2 are fine. Like, I don't feel anything from those 2. I might even need to take a hydrocodone tonight because that's an as needed thing. But except for yesterday, they told me I have to take it like an hour after yesterday. So yes, it was ironic because my dad's like, because he has to drive me. I didn't have sedation. I took the numbing. Dad was like, so after this, you're going to take the hydrocodone and you're going to be out for the rest of the day. I said, okay, no problem. It's not a lot of pills for me. Matter of fact, I'm surprised I'm not on a lot of pills for my disorders. I might be one day because they are getting a little bit worse even on medication, but I'm also not taking care of myself properly. Like, I'm not eating proper, I'm not getting enough sleep. I'm not doing the things I need to do for the other part of my life to take care of my disorders lately. So, if I don't do the vlog for the rest of the week, which I normally only do about 2 days nowadays to remember, or if there's anything going on, it is most likely because my mouth is so swollen or this is still in pain. Also, my family friend who I've been mentioning about, who's supposed to help me with my disability, is coming down today. So hopefully I can catch her one of these days, because she's the type who always goes out and does things when she's visiting. I can catch her and say, hey, I need help with my disability. She told me to ask her for help if I feel like I'm going to get confused in the process, which I guarantee I will. So I'm just going to have her help me through it for the process, because she's been through it. Hopefully I get disability. I should. I might have to go back and do it again, or get a lawyer, or what the hell do I want to call it. Because I am not ready to work. I work for my dad, and even then, sometimes my disorders makes it difficult for me to work with him. And he's my father, but he also doesn't really exactly believe in mental disorders, so it's hard for him to relate when I'm going through a situation. Like if I start seeing something, or if I start getting dissociated, or my mood starts to really go crazy, he doesn't know how to handle any of that. And he actually tends to escalate it because of it. So I have troubles with working because of him, even with his stuff, regardless of his family. And it's only once a week. So that is the plan for the next few days. So if I am not really here, it's because I'm kind of going through a situation. I might go see Avengers today. I was supposed to see it with Zach's co-workers as a double date, but they canceled on us after a week of waiting for this to happen. Which is okay. They have plans. But we had to cancel out on them on Tuesday because they wanted to go see it on Tuesday, but we couldn't because at the time we really didn't have money. The only money I had to take out from my doctor's bills to pay for that dentist appointment, and that's not even enough money. I have a total of $13 in my account yesterday, and we just got paid today, so I don't know how much is in there now. So that's why we were going to go see it today with them. But we decided to go probably today without them anyways because my mom really, really wants me to go see the movie. Because she saw it yesterday. And my family is the type to talk about everything they see. Like, they want to discuss it with people. So I might have to go watch it. So I can't eat solid foods. I think until they're a little bit more healed. And that's kind of a guessing game because everyone heals a little bit differently. So I have like a stock of Jell-O, pudding, and yogurt in my kitchen right now. I was so hungry yesterday. Like by the end of the night, my husband had a Whopper from Burger King, and he had like 2 pieces of chicken, and it smelled delicious. And I'm just like, I can't eat any of that. I have to pay off the wisdom tooth bill, which was actually, from what they told me, if I didn't do the program that they had in the dentist's office, it would have cost me $1,700 to get my wisdom teeth taken out, which is a strange amount of money for me because down in Florida, when Zach had his wisdom tooth taken out, it only costed us about $150 to $170. But since I had all 3 taken out, and this one had a special surgery to get it taken out, maybe that's the reason why it costed more, but it actually only cost me $813. So I only paid $813 with my special card that I have, which is credit care, just so you guys know. It's not gonna it's gonna be fun. Either way, now I have to pay that off. And I was gonna pay some of it off yesterday with whatever extra money I had, but I didn't realize it was $13. So I wasn't able to pay it off yesterday. Not just because I only had $13 in my account, but because when I went to the care credit, it was still impending, so I couldn't pay anything, I said. I had to wait till it goes through. So yes, I get to pay that off, which shouldn't take me too long because when I start owing money like that, I pay that shit off quickly. Then I have to get Zach in for a dentist because he has 2 wisdom teeth that are crushing his teeth. So he has to go in. I'm not excited for the pain he has to go through. He is very wimpy when it comes to this type of pain. And if I went through some sort of pain, he's going to go through some sort of pain. But Zach's a wimp to pain when it comes to this sort of pain. So I'm really worried for the day he has to do it. Like, he might bail out on them. And I don't want him to do that because he's in so much pain from his wisdom teeth. He needs them taken out. And why I didn't do it beforehand and have him do it, one, he told me he wants to wait because he has a fear of the dentist. And secondly is because mine was actually cutting into my mouth by this time I had to be going in because if you get cuts in your mouth, it can get severely infected and that can cause some severe problems up here. So I will be getting him in after majority of this is paid off. Hopefully when it's down to like the 100 marking, I'm going to get him in and seen. And then I have to go back in for cavities. They looked at my teeth. I was like, yeah, you have a lot of cavities. It's like, I know. That's the plan. If I am away for a small time or not vlogging up until like late next week, it is because I'm waiting for the swelling to go down and because this one actually hurts a lot. And I'm surprised I'm talking. And I might be trying to get my disability started. So I might be just focused on that and editing videos. So let's see. See you guys later.